Hello, yo! Welcome back to Mario Tennis Game Boy Color. So this game is really cool. If you didn't catch it last time, it's almost has nothing to do with Mario, which is really weird. But it's really cool. It's made by Camelot, makers of Golden Sun. It's a really cool tennis RPG game, which you would never think would be a thing. I forgot something very important. I'm sure Nash is gonna love this. Yeah, I'm not done. No questions. No, not doubles. I forgot to talk to the cat. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Oh, yes, tell me more. Meow. I see how it is. Cat doesn't like me anymore. Huh. Meow meow meow. I try so hard to please that cat, and what does it do for me? It just rejects me. So last time I showed off a little bit of everything. I showed off the drills, I showed off a ranking match in the junior varsity rankings. I showed off the tennis ball machine. One thing I didn't do was show off the tennis ball wall. The wall. Probably the one that Donald Trump wants. So, Nash says the sprite reminds you of the Pokemon trading card game. Oh yeah, that game was amazing. It was really cool how it was like set up like an actual Pokemon game. You fought gyms and everything, but you were just playing Pokemon cards. There's so many games on the Game Boy Color that were like hidden gems of the time. Like you would think this would be a watered down port of the N64 game. You would think that the Game Boy Color Pokemon trading card game would just be like cards, but no, this I have to get 50. Let's distribute my 2 points. Very useful. So yeah, this game is really cool. Okay. I might need to level up my speed a little bit here. The reason I'm doing this is, one, I haven't showed it off. Wow, I'm doing even more terribly. The reason I'm doing this is Stop it! I ended up watching a speed run of this game, which I guess makes sense that people would do. And the first thing they did was just play all 3 levels of the training wall, and then they ended up like leveling up their single player character to the point where they just destroy everything in the opposition. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it fairly balanced between myself and my doubles partner, who we named Kenjo for some reason. But yeah, it's the fact that the tennis game has a leveling system is in and of itself pretty unique. And it's funny that the experience you get from anywhere in the game, from playing matches to doing training, you can apply however you want to your characters. So you can actually like, oh yeah, you can put all of your points onto your single player character, or evenly spread it between you and your doubles partner. Or if you want, just give it all to your doubles partner, that would also do. So let's give 1 point to Kenjo. And then all for me! Ha! Yeah. So, the thing about the leveling in this game is, I mentioned last time, when you level something up, it also detracts levels from some of your other stats. So that actually means that if you let your stats go too far behind, it'll take a while for them to catch up. So if you notice, my control stat has been at angle 1, placement 1 ever since level 0. I had to level up to level 3 for it to actually go back up. That's because I was already level 3 and 4 on power and speed. So that's cool. One thing I want to do is make sure Kenjo has enough speed to cover me in doubles, because I can't play the entire court by myself. That is the point of doubles. I might have made a mistake saying everything I know about tennis in the first episode, because now I'm not sure what I've already said in this episode. So let's just speed through it then. So by the end of this, I want to have both me and my doubles partner at the senior ranking. I admit that you're good, but you won't climb so easily, Star Fox. I guess it's my job to teach you that. Good, shall we get started right away? Yes, let me just sink my head into my chest. Then let's get going. That's right, get off the court. I'm using it. So already I have a massive difference in my speed and control just from training on the ball for just a little bit. And the level of play is definitely... See, this is an RPG in the sense that you have this progression that increases with your level, and it actually reflects with the skill level of the enemies you face. I call them enemies, but this is a tennis game. They're not antagonistic or anything. They're just here to have a tournament fun. Oh, look! Kinda messed up there. They're just here to play tennis like everyone else at this tennis-based university. I asked last time, but why is there an entire academy dedicated to tennis? I mean, I always wondered as a kid, is there a place like that in real life? And also, why are they letting kids join it instead of, you know, like learning math? There are actual places like this. Huh. I want to assume it's because of, like, prodigies that show skill at an early age, such that their parents just, like, go, alright, clearly this is your calling in life, this is all you're gonna do, so we're gonna send you to a tennis-based tennis academy, where you play tennis all day, every day, and you do nothing else. You live with your doubles partner, apparently. You cannot play doubles with anyone else, you must form a steel bond with them. I'm sure the places in real life aren't extreme like that. Or maybe they are. I don't know. It doesn't replace schooling. Oh, in this game apparently it does. Because I am just a tiny sunburnt kid that has nothing on his mind but tennis. So the mechanics of Mario Tennis have been largely unchanged since these first two games on the Game Boy Color and N64. You got your slices, you got your power shots. Oh my god, he actually scored a point. You got lobs, you got drop shots. And they're all pretty much executed in the same way, just with the A and B buttons. Later games add different shots you can do with the other buttons, but for the most part, oh my god. He's gonna get a point on me. I can't let that happen. For the most part, you just deal with the basic shots. Because it is tennis. This guy's a scrub. He's a scrub that did 2 service aces on me somehow. Uh-oh. Can't let that guy beat me. He's fast. I just noticed he's actually fast. But cross-court pressure wins the day. Last time I had praised this game for actually involving tennis strategy for real. Both in what they teach you, how to play the game, and also it working. Now, of course, the AI is not... There's only so much you could do with the Game Boy Color. The AI is pretty flawed. Like, as long as you play a decent net game, they just can't keep up. Because to play a net game, you gotta have both a fast body and mind. You have to, like, be able to predict where they're gonna hit the ball, because it could just go anywhere. That is one thing that works better on human players than computers. mind games. I had read somewhere that had an interesting thought that Mario Tennis Aces was basically a fighting game because it's like a one-on-one matchup where you have to, you know, keep track of your meter and like your spacing and all that. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm not a big purveyor of fighting games, but it is an interesting thought because as a one-on-one game, adding like fighting game mechanics would be a great idea. At least for like making it more competitive. It has some overlap, yeah. The star areas are predictable, correct? Yes. The star area shows you where is the best place to stand to hit the ball. So what that does for you in the Mario Tennis games is that for one, it tells you where the ball's gonna go. The other thing is that if you charge up your shot, which would be doing this, if you charge up your shot and also walk to the star, you get like the maximum speed and power of your shot, which of course is always good, usually good. Of course, placement of the ball is also very important. I had mentioned cross court, which is what that guy just did right there, which is the... You would think it would be more obvious, but it seems that people don't really think about it. You hit the ball to the opposite side of the court that your opponent's on, because obviously the point of the game is you don't want them to get it, so you want them to have to run as far as possible to go get it, like that. So I was actually pressing left that whole time, but my character's control is not that great yet, so it doesn't go to the extremes that it would in like a stock character on the console games. But as I level up more control on my stats here, that's gonna matter way more. People haven't figured out how they spawn in Aces? What do you mean spawn? Unless you mean like serve? It is interesting, I might have mentioned last stream, when people use the zone shot on a serve, they think they can just serve it anywhere, which is funny. Like, I imagine the look on their faces when they try to serve it to the opposite side of the court and it just goes out. And I just like stand there. I stand there thinking, what are you doing, man? That's not tennis. You ever play much tennis in real life, Nash? We should hit the court sometime. I don't know where's a good place to play tennis here in LA. I mean, there's absolutely going to be places. It's LA. Like probably like rich people go to Beverly Hills or something. The conditions that make them appear seem random at the moment. Conditions that make them appear. I am not quite following. Stars. Oh, okay. Okay. There's actually a. I'm not sure if they explain it in Aces, but in the previous Mario Tennis games, like the N64 one, there's this whole giant tutorial mode where you play like little missions. I think in one of them it explains that the stars appear when your shot is not perfect. So if you like hit it a bit too late or a bit too softly or something like that, if it's anything less than, if there's something flawed about your shot, then it will show the star, showing that your opponent has the opportunity to like use that opening to their advantage. That's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is, because it really does, it admittedly does feel random. But that's supposedly what the game itself says in like N64 one or Power Tennis. I'm not sure exactly which one. That's what I've heard, so that's what I'm gonna say. It might be different in the new one. Oh, maybe. Aw, oh, dang it. Wasn't paying attention, I was looking at chat. There's massive threads going back and forth. Wow, I didn't think a tennis game would spawn this much speculation. I'm sure to most people it's just, you know, just play tennis. Don't blame chat. I'm not blaming chat, I'm blaming... I don't know, I'm blaming people on the internet. which is a big group of people that gets all the blame for everything. Yeah, so tennis. I saw threads on like Reddit and whatever complaining that the stuff they added to Aces was too complicated, like the trick shots and the zone shots and stuff. I can see that. But it's a pretty good way of differentiating themselves from the other games. It's like, at the extreme you have Mario Ultra Smash for the Wii U that did pretty much nothing unique. And then even though it was Mario Tennis with the same Mario Tennis mechanics, and they were as solid as they needed to be, people just complained about that game so much and gave it low scores because it didn't really do anything. Which makes sense. There are almost 20 years of Mario Tennis games, so at the point where you're making one every generation, you kind of do have to differentiate them, or else there's no reason to play the new ones. Like, the N64 Mario Tennis, and even this, holds up to this day. I mean, this one a little bit less so because it's on a Game Boy, so the control is digital, so you don't... I don't really know if there's a reason to have analog control in a tennis game, because you kind of almost always want to run as fast as you can. But I'm sure there could be some reason. There's a simple mode for those people. Yes, that's where I was going for that. In Mario Tennis Aces, there is a simple mode that takes out all the new stuff they added and is just straight up tennis. So I know I'm giving all my stats to myself, but I'll give Kenjo some when we play doubles. So first thing I'm gonna do in this episode is get myself up to senior in singles, and then after that, do doubles. So the real funny thing you can do in this game is that you can give all your stats to yourself through all the experience you get, and just leave your doubles partner in the dust. Which is silly because you're like professional level, and then she just like... It's like Space Jam, where you steal the talent from other people. Look towards Mario Kart to see how to differentiate a game well with identical mechanics. It's almost... Well... It's almost to the point where each game almost has different mechanics, because like Double Dash has the whole double item system with 2 people and the switching and the drift. But yes, they are on the surface very similar, which is... It's always good. Nintendo does a good job at making games different from each other, even though they're just the same series. Anyway, that was my point about that. You were definitely good. It's my loss, Chris. But I'll show you how good I can be. I'll beat you someday. Spoiler, he never shows up again. Nice work, Chris. By winning, you move up to number 3. Huzzah! Alright, so next ranking match, I guess. Let's do it! My next match is against number 2. But who does number 2 work for? So, Chris, you finally come to challenge me. Fine then, Chris, it's time to show me what you've got. Good, shall we get started right away? No, that's totally not why I just said that. Asked you to play a match. So I already mentioned, but I watched somebody do a speedrun of singles mode only. And that's where I was recently reminded that, oh yeah, you could just give all your stats to yourself and just be super overpowered. They beat the game in less than 2 hours. And that was from starting from scratch all the way to beating the final match of the game, which... spoiler alert, it's Mario. Oh-ho. The intro to the game straight up says you're working up to place the greatest player of all time. But from start to finish, just 2 hours. Which was hard for me to believe, because these matches kind of take long to begin with. Oh, wait a minute. Is it... I think I might be able to set it so that you only need to play one set. I don't remember if that's a thing. For some reason in my mind, I think it might be. I probably should have checked if that was a thing earlier. Because I don't... With all these matches you have to do, I don't know how you would beat the entire game in less than 2 hours, honestly. Because holy moly, that's a lot of matches. Like, even if you make every return, if you ace every return, like, I don't see how you could beat the game that fast. But we'll see. Doink. Ah, the drop shot always gets them. Get lobbed on! Although you were probably responding to me getting lobbed on, and then I happened to do it to him. But on purpose. What else can I say about tennis games? Ah, what? Ah, crap, now I have to do this deuce stuff. Deuce. Points in tennis never really made sense. Like, why do you go from 0 to 15 to 30? That's consistent so far. You get 15 points every time. Then you go to 40. Like, why does that arbitrarily get worth 5 points less? And then you just win the game. So, what was the point of having a different set of points? Like, it doesn't ever total up to anything. Like that. It's not how points really work. You might as well just say, like, 1, 2, 3, game. I don't know. Maybe there's a whole history about it. Maybe, like, the Queen of England decided it. In, like, the Victorian era. We'll never know. It's not like there's, like, Wikipedia or Google telling you all this stuff. You have to win by 15 points, obviously. Yes, of course. But except when it's the last... Except when it's, like, not 40. But when it's, like, if you're 40 to 30... I don't know. Nobody knows. It's always interesting to think about how these sports that have established rules after, like, decades of being played, how those rules came to be. And rules do keep getting added to these games, like, all the time. But the basic rules, by this point, are just set in stone. Anyway, I was about to say, I remember that after I finished this game, I was just hungering for more tennis games to play. So I looked up what other tennis games there were on the Game Boy. There are a handful, actually. A surprising handful. One really good one is this one based in the Peanuts universe. It's like Snoopy's Tennis. Or Woodstock's Tennis or something like that. And it's actually, like, almost as good, if not as good as this game. It almost feels like they almost copied this game verbatim. I didn't ever check if it's actually also made by Camelot. But the court is basically the same size, with the same, like, mechanics of how you hit the ball. Brad's here, what's up? Serve him up hot. Hot Shots Tennis for the PS2. Oh, the Hot Shots series, like Hot Shots Golf, Hot Shots Tennis. Yeah, that... I never really checked that out, because if I wanted my sports games fixed, I would just get Mario whatever. And I never ended up checking, like, the PS2, GameCube era of sports games, because I already had sports games for the N64. If I wanted to play tennis, there was nothing wrong with Mario Tennis. If I wanted to play golf, there was nothing wrong with Mario Golf. So that is a flaw of sports games, which is why they survive mostly on updating rosters. There are really dang good sport games on other consoles as well. Like you mentioned, Hot Shots. Also, Virtua Tennis for the Dreamcast and arcades. I actually do own Virtua Tennis for the Dreamcast, I mentioned last time. I played a little bit of it. It still holds up really well. Oh yes, and one can also not forget Wii Sports. Probably the most anybody has played sports that doesn't normally play video games. Just because Nintendo was really smart at marketing motion controls too early than they really should have, yet it still worked out for them. Nash never realized that Hot Shots branched out besides golf. Yeah, me too, actually. I didn't know about tennis till you mentioned it. I always thought it was just golf. Maybe they only did, like, tennis and they realized only golf sells. I don't know. I don't know. Get loved on. Heck yeah. Prince of Tennis over here. Has Prince of Tennis ever actually got in a video game? That'd be interesting. I remember when they first announced Prince of Tennis. Well, not first announced it, but when I first heard of it, like, they have a tennis RPG, or RPG, tennis anime manga? What? This was before I realized that sports manga is actually like a big thing, like a big genre. Which apparently it is. Damn it, I just walked right into that one. Everyone owns every game for the Dreamcast, silly. That is sadly very true, because it was very easy to pirate. But also just because it only lasted as a console for 2 years, and pretty much only ever got mostly first-party support. Sports manga best genre, fight me. But what about One Punch Man, Nash? Unless you consider that like mixed martial arts, where he just throws a punch. If Saitama ever entered a mixed martial arts tournament, rip everyone. Oh wait, I think that actually happens in like the manga. See, everything I know about One Punch Man comes from the webcomic and the anime. Since after, what the heck was that? Since after the anime, I ended up catching up with the webcomic instead of the manga because it was further ahead. But because of that, there's entire arcs I missed from the manga. So that's unfortunate because now I don't know where I should start off and what's different. So I might as well just read the entire manga over again. Or at least after what's in the anime. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just that I've already spent so much effort catching up to the webcomic, and then I realized that everything everybody talks about is the manga. It's secretly sports. Yeah, for sure. The current arc is doing great, making me love side characters. That's what I felt about the webcomic. It is quite possible that the current arc in the manga is just where the webcomic was. Since I think the manga finally caught up to the webcomic, or at least it started following the webcomic again. I don't know, I'm gonna have to catch up on my own time. What was I talking about? Sports manga, Prince of Tennis. I remember first getting shown like the first episode or one of the early episodes of Prince of Tennis, and the main character does this insane trick shot where he knows he's not gonna get the ball because it's all the way across court. So he throws his racket at the post holding the net up, then it bounces to the ball and then catches it. Very much not how physics works, but you're damn sure that's gonna work in anime, hell yeah. Go read Baby Steps, top tier tennis manga. Nash, what is it with you and stuff about babies? First Baby Driver, now Baby Steps. Nash likes him real young. Baby Steps has way less anime bullshit. But I like the anime bullshit. I mean, not that a regular story can't be bad as can't be good as well. I really just need to watch more, read more manga. But now I have even less time to do that because I play this game, I play streams and stuff. So that's unfortunate. Like I realized I have a lot of stuff to do, like just for this stream. Like I need to get on top of, editing compilation videos, and also editing like videos that I don't want to put up the full stream of because I don't feel like they're interesting enough. Once I make it big, I'm gonna definitely like once I make it big, I'm going to definitely have a separate channel for my full streams and for my highlights. But for now, I'm strapped for content as it is, so that's why I'm putting them all on the same channel. It's neat that as of late I've been getting more subs. I haven't really changed anything, just more YouTube subs from just uploading a video every day. My uploading a video every day streak has been unbroken for about 3 weeks, and I intend to keep on going. It's hard because I've pretty much caught up to myself. Baby Steps has a suitable amount of anime bullshit. Ah, see, from the name, I assumed it was just taking baby steps. I'm assuming that the name of that manga has something to do with like some quote that a character says with a title drop, saying like, "Oh, you're okay at tennis now, but these are just your baby steps until you become pro." Something like that, to that effect. Anime may have unpredictable, awesome bullshit, but it can also be predictable. I hope if I read that manga, it proves me wrong about that. A suitable amount compared to Prince of Tennis. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. More! I need more stats! Okay, I'm starting to get diminishing returns, actually. What I used to do when I would play this game is I would go up one level for myself, and then just funnel the rest into the doubles partner. Just so that they don't get left behind. Let's do more speed. The main character of Baby Steps starts from scratch in high school, beats top tier players within 2 years. Oh boy! Now that's anime progression right there. I already forgot what voice I gave this guy. You beat me. Now I'm back to third. Well, back to work. Nice work, Chris. By winning, you move up to number 2. There are more matches than I thought. I'm gonna quickly save, because this game does not automatically save. I'm actually gonna go back to the main menu and then check whether or not there was a way to set how many matches it is to win. I could have sworn that might have been a thing. Kenjo is all worn out. Are y'all done practicing for the day? Then be sure to keep a record of what you did today. Kenjo, you didn't do anything. You just stayed inside the dorm all day. Which is not unlike college, actually. I don't see any options. Oh, here's a cool thing. This game has like an entire glossary of tennis terms, which is really comprehensive, actually. It's like, it's got stuff like the parts of a court. It's got like different types of shots you can do. It's really cool, really comprehensive. I remember just browsing that. Anyway, I don't think there's a setting for how you... We're in the junior class, so let's head for the junior court. Go read the 15 entry. Aw, crap. I read that too late. I'll check it at the end. If it just says the number 15, I am going to be very happy. Yeah, I didn't see an option. Maybe this? No, just message speed, which should be fast. That's good. Character data. Oh, it doesn't look like there's an option to change how many sets I need to win. Watch, there's gonna actually be an option, and I just missed it entirely. No matter how good you are, we won't lose to a young team. Our teamwork will definitely win out. Good, shall we get started? No, yes, of course. So one thing that's weird about this game is that your doubles partner, their rank is separate from your rank in the from your rank. So your doubles partner starts out in senior class but has the stats of a junior member. And also, they don't ever level up in the story. So you can go all the way through varsity and then enter the island open tournament, beat Mario in doubles, but your doubles partner will just never level up past senior ranking, even though they're at a professional level of gameplay. Kind of sad for them. Or maybe they just don't aspire to anything. They're like, alright, I've won the Island Open as a doubles person. I'd rather quit while I'm ahead and not, like, lose at singles. The AI plays a bit uncomfortably close to the net, which is actually a good strategy in this game. I mentioned before, the AI is not really sophisticated enough to handle a good net game. But at the same time, like I just said, the AI is not good enough to handle a net game. So because my partner is AI only and there's no way to influence how they play, that is their weakness as well. So at times, I basically have to play the entire court. It's not too bad though. That's what some people have to do in real life. Why does the AI fault? Like, is it supposed to make it seem more human or something? When I played tennis in real life, I was not fast enough of a runner to catch the entire court. So I just compensated by having a really strong net game. By really strong, I meant really, really asshole-ish. Like, I would just hit the ball in whatever way I could to make the opponent not get it. Like, at extreme angles, like right on the sideline. Go, go, go. But yeah, that's what it takes in tennis. It's not mean, it's just strategy. I had mentioned, but when I played the Mario Aces online... Why can my character not get that? When I played the Aces demo, it was surprising how many people just think tennis is just hit the ball back and forth until one of you messes up. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere with that. If that was the case, then the game would just never end. Gosh damn it! I can never get that! Yeah. So I really wish that these games would not take so long. I really gotta look up if there's a way to make less sets to win, because that keeps it more fast-paced. The Aces demo, I remember you only had to win one set, which kept it at a real fast pace. If you've only ever played Mario Tennis, you do not know how long a real tennis match is. Not only do you have to play multiple sets, you also have to get best of... You have to win like... Oh god, I even forgot myself. Like 6 sets? 5? Something like that. So, not only games, but sets, and then enough sets to win a match. Hence why the announcer goes game, set, and match. 6 sets, yes, thank you, Nash. Hence why they say at the end of a tennis game, game, set, and match when the game is over, because that means you've won the game, you've won the set, and you've just basically won the entire tennis match. But if you notice if you ever watch a real tennis game on like TV or something, Wimbledon, whatever, you'll notice that when they win a set, it's like game and set. Sometimes. Depends on the announcer or whatever. That reminds me. So you can actually see on the court right there's a person sitting in a really high chair. That is the person in a real tennis match that keeps track of the score. This person right here. Their job is to just watch the game and keep track of the score. When you're just playing tennis like in like high school or just yourselves, the players are supposed to keep track of the score, and it's on the server to keep track of the current score. 6 best of 2, yes, or 6 by at least winning by at least 2. And then at a certain point, you have to play a tiebreaker. So that person sitting in the high chair keeps track of the score and announces it. What I liked about the original Mario Tennis for N64 is that Mario is sitting in that chair. And you got Charles Martinet announcing like, 15 all. Game a point. Game set in the match. Wario and Waluigi. That was fun. I missed that from Mario Tennis Aces. I don't know if any other Mario Tennis does that. It was also amusing when Mario is in the match, because Mario still announces. He just has a palette swap, even though it doesn't really need to. He doesn't need to be a palette swap, since you won't get the Mario in the chair confused with the Mario playing. I suppose that's why they just replace him with a generic announcer in the later games. One thing that's weird about Aces, you can see, if you notice, the person sitting in the high chair is a Toad. It's Toad. But the announcer voice is not a Toad. So just that one Toad has this masculine-ass voice for announcing tennis scores. I guess that's why the people of the Mushroom Kingdom made him the announcer. You got Toads running around like, hello, I want to be the announcer for your tennis match, can I do it? Peach is just like, no, you can't. And then you just get one Toad that's like, can I do it? 15 love. Yes, you got something there. I think I'll have you, Toad. You specific Toad. You will be the announcer. That's all I had to say about that. And now I've run out of topics. Seriously, I could have sworn there was like an option to make it one set to win. After this game, I'll look that up. After this match. Kenjo, what are you doing? Don't fault it. It's not gonna be my fault if you lose this. Sports manga. Boxing, Hajime no Ippo. I've been recommended multiple times Hajime no Ippo from Carlos. Another sports series I like because of Nintendo and not because of the actual sport. Boxing. Not really relevant to the stream, but Punch-Out was one of my favorite series, and I'm not even that much into boxing. Punch-Out barely even has the same rules as boxing. It pretty much doesn't, actually. Ippo is insane. The most recent game is also fantastic. That's the thing that I really love about when Japan makes video games based on sport games. I had wondered earlier if the Prince of Tennis had a game. It probably does. But I definitely don't doubt that Hajime no Ippo video games are well made, just because Japan is serious when they make a video game about something like a property. Win! Let's get some, everything to me. Okay, maybe not everything. Just one level. Just one level. So I guess I'm going for speed and control for my character, with a little bit of power. The important thing is I'm able to pretty much just get the AI completely off guard. What I want to do is I want to find my copy of Mario Tennis for N64, as well as the transfer pack, excuse me. So I could transfer these characters up to N64 and see how they deal up against like Mario and all that. Oh, we lost. I'm so disappointed, but what can we do? You're good. Did he say that in the singles tourney too? You move up to number 2. I always wanted to be number 2. Viviana's here. My About Me section lies. What? What am I lying about? I don't lie. I just conveniently omit details. What did I want to do? Oh, yes. Continue playing ranking matches. No, okay. I remember now. I was going to check if there's like a way to set sets to win. So chat, what's your favorite sports video game, huh? Keep yourselves occupied while I'm doing things. It's Wednesday and it's not 9 p.m. Oh, well, yes, that is a lie. I actually switched my schedule to earlier a long time ago because I realized that everyone was asleep when they wanted to watch me. So now I start at around 7 to 8 usually. Let's see. I found a fact on GameFAQs. Apparently people still use those. I gotta win 2 out of 3 6-game sets to win. It'll take a while. Yeah, it looks like I can't really set that. Oh well. Indie Wednesday is now a thing, yes. Every Wednesday I try to find a game to play. I don't always, but on like itch.io, or maybe I take recommendations, Game Jolt, all that good stuff. You missed a really cool game, Viviana. It was actually, it was this cool grappling hook based game that just popped up on people's radars just recently. I don't know exactly how long they've been working on it, but it's really cool. You should check that out once I put it on YouTube. I won't hand over the junior class doubles championship. That's right! The doubles championship is our pride and joy! Good, shall we get started? Yes. Then let's get going! Yeah, disregard Mario Tennis. This is definitely Indie Wednesday. This time I actually did remember to change my Twitch title. So if you do refresh the page, you will see the updated title. Or if you just came in, you should see that my title should be Mario Tennis Game Boy Color, serving up an ace. That being the tagline from the N64 version of the game. Mario and his friends serve up another ace. Even though that was the first Mario Tennis game. I kinda miss when game packaging had like weird taglines on it. See, back then, games were not really figured out as a medium. At least for like packaging and stuff. So people would just put like advertisement on it, weird pictures. There's this one like space shooter game on the SNES that has a hillbilly with a banjo on it. I forgot. I don't remember the name of that game, but I remember the cover of it. The 90s and early 2000s was an interesting time for gaming. I kind of want to relive it, but that time has long passed. Disregard Mario Tennis being played. It's definitely Indie Wednesday. You just happen to miss it. Mario Strikers Charge is your favorite game. Is your favorite sports game? Cool, yeah. I saw your playthrough of that on your WIF channel, Nash. Good stuff. Wario farting out soccer balls to win the match. I'm sure that's legal. Sure it's legal. Cookie Mama, best sport, competitive cooking. Yeah, competitive cooking, you know, like that one Gordon Ramsay show that escapes my mind. I remember Carlos used to watch it all the time when I was his roommate. Don't quite remember it now. Hit the reference. Wait, what? I don't know anymore. What was I talking about? Stream lag is real, even though I have low latency mode on. Oh boy. You can't believe in me, you're not allowed. It never works out. I need better shoes. I think there are different shoes you can put on in this game that let you not slip as much. because I go all over the place. It's like I'm on ice. The cooking show. Damn it! Not Iron Chef, because that's the one without Gordon Ramsay. I don't know. I don't remember. Hell's Kitchen, is it? I thought that's just the name of his regular cook. Master Chef, that's it. Yes. Wow, I should remember that. It's just like a Halo parody. Okay, after this I'm gonna check out if there's a meme that shows Master Chief from Halo, except he's in Master Chef. He's cooking up like Covenant guts, and then Gordon Ramsay's like, it's raw! It's rustic. Rustic. Quaint. Local. "100% real." Carlos is here, what's up? I'm a Master Chef. What's up? Remember Master Chef? Yeah, cooking shows. It's almost like every TV show I know is just like from when you were my roommate and you just like watch shows on the same computer in the same room, or on a computer behind me in the same room. Those were the days. Now I just don't watch TV. I'm so uncultured. Yeah, Carlos is here. Nash says, ugh. I'm sorry, on Indie Wednesdays, I just left the door open and let hobos walk in. Hobos with soon to have PhDs, I hope. Whoa. How's grad school working out, Carlos? Hopefully not too stressful. Yeah, someone who must not be named. Let's think about fun thoughts. How about how you're gonna get a PhD, man? Good going. Good job. Congratulations. See, I'm congratulating you in front of so many viewers of the world. You could be doing more. That's fine. Did I miss a point while I was reading chat? I didn't pay attention. Is this? Okay, this is not... Is this the match point? I wasn't paying attention at all. Nope, just a set. So, I'm really thankful you guys are here hanging out, because Mario Tennis Game Boy Color, while a great game, you have to do a lot of... You have to play a lot in order to actually play through it all. You have to play two sets minimum. Ugh. And it doesn't help to lose points like that. So, my goal for today's stream is to make it a senior class in this game, in both singles and doubles. That's gonna take a while. We should play Left 4 Dead. Hell yeah, that's one of the things I've been wanting to stream. Like, hopefully get the gang all together. So it's gonna be me, you, Carlos, and Nash. So who's our fourth? Is it Justin? Oh, if it's Justin, we're gonna die. I'm gonna die so bad. Has Justin even played Left 4 Dead? I don't even know. Carlos says, let's play Left 4 Dead or else I'm gonna play Fallout 4. Oh god, please, Carlos, don't play it. Don't play it! I don't personally have a problem with Fallout 4 because I did not play it enough to ever get to like the base building part that Justin hates. So I have no idea what it entails. All I know is I have it on PC. I can put in the mod to make the dialogue options not suck. I can mod it to do whatever I want, really. So anything that people don't like about the game, I'm sure I can just mod to make it better. But besides that, I just didn't play enough Fallout 4 to really have an opinion on it, honestly. I even have the collector's edition that has the Pip-Boy. I've used the Pip-Boy as like a cosplay prop before. Not for being a Vault Boy, but for just like being steampunk. It's a really nice prop. It's really cool. You can put a real phone on it and it becomes like an actual screen. Left 4 Dead 1 or 2? I personally like 1. It is way easier, unfortunately, just because people have solved like the mechanics of the game. I just miss the days where it was like you didn't have to be constantly on the run, and it actually felt like you were defending yourself against a zombie horde. Because 2, while the mechanics are way more refined and like they put in special infected that curb like the camping, and overall is just a way more refined game. The thing that makes me just really stressed is how they moved more towards the finales of the levels moved more towards like running finales and running segments. There are still defense segments, but for the most part you're just like running all the time, which actually is still thematic for a zombie game. Like if the zombies are fast, you would definitely have to keep moving from place to place to outrun them all. So it is thematic. It's just really stressful for me. Advanced realism mode. Oh god. Oh god. Remember when we played that with multiplayer, Carlos, and we just got destroyed? Yeah, we played it with like Ruben and Manny. Holy crap, we just died. Just completely died. Or, I don't remember who we played with. We played with a lot of people in our dorm back then. Greg, Daniel. You rarely catch up with those guys. Not expert, we get fudged. I'm weird about cursing. Sometimes I say them and sometimes I don't. But it's like, I already put the mature filter on my Twitch, and YouTube doesn't, for the most part, doesn't care, so I don't know, fuck it. Yeah, you really should be moving all the time, but most people don't, so they die. Yeah, that is absolutely the strategy of Left 4 Dead 2. But one thing I wish that the custom mapping community for Left 4 Dead took off, because I had hoped that it would be like every other Valve game at the time, you know, like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, where there'd be tons of custom servers with custom maps they could download, and there was so much potential for custom campaigns, but that never really took off, and that made me sad because, like, could you imagine if Left 4 Dead had a big community of custom stories? I mean, it does. It actually does, but it's just inconvenient to set them all up. What? You shouldn't be getting levels. I should be getting levels. All for me. They're my levels. I'm not allowed to have them. I give you pity levels. I am very over-leveled. I'm almost twice as leveled as my doubles partner, Kenjo. 1. Let's continue with power control speed. And maybe I'll make Kenjo power spin? Power control speed? Speed is always good to have in general, just because you want your doubles partner to be able to cover the court somewhat. But also you'll be there, so it's not the end of the world that they don't. Let's do power and control. Oh, that's right, they added workshop support. I really have not played Left 4 Dead in a long time. Did we lose? Just as we were about to be ranked in senior class, we lost. It looks like an utter defeat for the champs. Yeah, you just click on the button and you go. Yeah, we should definitely check out custom maps for Left 4 Dead. I forgot all about the workshop. Holy crap. Yeah, I can't wait to see what people have made in time. Kenjo? Chris, this win puts you in the senior class. Oh, I'm in senior already. I didn't realize. Oh yeah. I only played like 3 matches. I give you the champion medal, the symbol of champions. No shit. Chris and Kenjo accepted the medal. Kinda looks like he just gave it to me. It's just me. No, Kenjo doesn't get it. She needs to beg me for it. All you need is sexy legs, coach. It's a requirement. I don't get it, Nash. Oh yeah, all I need is sexy legs to get to senior class. Oh yeah. Go to the senior class courts and show that medal to a coach. Then he can start playing right away. Oh, sexy legs coach, a mod for Left 4 Dead. Oh no. Is that inspired by that one YouTuber, Anonymous? It's not that I underestimate you, I'm shocked I lost. Congrats on making the rankings, that's the first change in a while. We're next, I can't wait to see how good you are. Wait, so these guys weren't in senior class, but beating them put me in senior class? I don't quite get it. Alright, do I wanna look at this Left 4 Dead mod? Oh no, I don't think I can show that on stream. I don't think I can erase that from my memory. I'll let chat click on that if they want, but I'm not showing that on my Mario Tennis stream. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm in senior now for doubles. Let's get me. Oh, I needed to be senior class singles to put on shoes. Dang it. All right, let's go drop Kenjo off. I do not any longer need you, Kenjo. I now dispose of you. Your services are no longer required. We're back, Chris. Whoa, I'm tired. Are you done practicing for the day? Nope. You have any questions? Nope. You want to play singles? Yep. That's fine. Good luck with your drills. Can't get off the bed. Purr. Alright, you can stay. Alright, so who's our fourth for Left 4 Dead, guys? Or are we just gonna let the AI take over? Or are we gonna let Justin get destroyed? It's gonna be awesome. So I'm still in junior and singles, actually. Now that I have better stats, actually I should check out the wall one more time. Maybe I can do level 2. Yoink. Level 2 wall practice is unbelievably hard. Just try it. We're hanging out on Carlos, we're not hanging out on... Wait. What? We're not doing it on Sunday. Carlos, Justin is busy on Sunday. We're supposed to be doing it on Friday, man. Unless I missed a memo. Ah! Just read chat better. What? But you said alcohol and Justin. I don't understand. I'm just gonna let it go. My brain is too tiny to focus on these many things at once. I have tiny chicken brain, tiny reptile brain. It's that whole theory of reptile brain, whatever. It always bugged me that they called it that. Reptiles can be plenty smart. Take that back. I always wanted a pet lizard. Pretty cool. And they have no chance of giving me allergies. My parents never let me have a pet as a kid because they just told me I would have allergies without ever like proving that I had them. I think they just didn't want to buy a pet. Which sucks. Like, why couldn't I have a pet lizard? Lizards are cool. But anyway, lizard brain as a concept, I feel like it just gives an excuse for it gives an excuse for people to like use it as an insult without understanding what it means. I remember I had jury duty like a couple years ago, and the defense, the attorney in charge of, I don't know what you call it when it's a civil case, but like the equivalent of the prosecution, made the argument that like just because he's using like an empathetic argument doesn't mean he's appealing to our lizard brains. Like We're not allowed to talk to the lawyers. If you've never had jury duty, you're not allowed to talk to the lawyers while the trial is going on. I really wanted to tell the guy that just stop, just don't talk about brain, whatever psychology theory. It's not. That's just what they call it. It's not. It doesn't really mean as we're smart as a lizard. That's just the meaning. Seriously. Claimant? I think that might be the person doing the suing, but I'm not sure. I don't know law. I just play Phoenix Wright. Let's do speed and control and control and speed. I'm just gonna give nobody spin. That's how it's gonna turn out. But yeah, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, my memory sucks. That was the whole point of that. I want to stream a Phoenix Wright someday, but I've already played all the main series games. So I was hoping I could like play it with Justin or something. Somebody who hasn't played the games yet. But like Justin is the only person I know who hasn't played them. Just stream Birdman. Yes, Harvey Birdman. Isn't that also actually by Capcom? I gotta beat the class champ. If I win, then I become champ and I move up. Oh yeah. You have it on disc. Heck yeah. I want to play it. I think I saw it at your place like once. Let's do it. Guess whiff. I'm down. The junior class champ has to accept any and all challenges. Of course, I'll be more than happy to accept yours. Let's get started. Birdman! Attorney at law. That show was fun too. Did you get that thing I sent you? That wasn't a question. I was making a reference to the show. But yeah. I was also thinking I could stream Ace Attorney Investigations 2. The problem is, if I stream that, then my audience won't have seen all the games. So they'll have no context for like what's happening in the sequel to a game that even people who played the main games are less likely to have played. So yeah. You see it all the time. I already forgot what that's in reference to. I suck at reading chat. I am very sorry. Other option is I could have people stream Kingdom Hearts all the time? Now I don't know where chat is going. Haha, dangly parts. Yes, references. References are funny. If that's anything the early mid-2000s have taught me, references are totally funny. Now it's just memes. Memes are the references of today's day and age. They're basically like references, but even less sensical. Nobody knows what the fuck the Ace Attorney games are about. That's true. Even if you have played it, like it kind of goes. I don't want to say the story jumps the shark, but it definitely goes from semi-realistic court cases to fantastical, 1 in a million chance happening bullshit that you have no idea how that could ever happen, and yet you have to prove that it did. So anime bullshit, basically. Which is really cool. It's just funny that it just went from how it started to where it is now. Carlos hates meme culture. Well, you know, you're old. We're old, Carlos. We have to get with the times. Are we out of touch? No, it is the kids who are wrong. I mean, Carlos, you hang out around like college-age kids all the time now. So I understand that you've been saturated with meme culture to a point way higher than we were when we were in college. So I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It's when you're... See, the college kids are today are the high school kids from when we were in college. So it's basically you're dealing with high school humor every day now. So that kind of sucks. But you know, we're not out of touch. It's the kids who are wrong. Keep it in mind. Nash just added a permitted term, bitch. Was that not allowed in chat? Oh my goodness. That should have been fixed right away. Killing floor! Dosh! Grab it while you can, lads. Money, money, money. Yes, we should definitely play Killing Floor 1 someday. And 2. And all of them. And the Christmas updates. Oh man. Good times. Real good times. The college kids of today are the middle school kids. Oh god, you're right. You're right, because it's been like 5 years. It's been 5 years since I graduated. Oh god, I'm old. I'm so old. Help, help, I'm getting old. It's weird. Real weird. I'm so old. Yeah. I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, yes, Ace Attorney. I feel like as a test, maybe I could stream Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, and maybe do a Professor Layton stream series. That way I can show off how tiny my brain really is. But also, I've never finished it, the crossover game, so that's worth streaming. I've already forgotten the puzzles, so that's good. The one thing I didn't like as much about Professor Layton Ace Attorney was that it is the Professor Layton parts are easier than a Professor Layton game, and the Ace Attorney parts are easier than an Ace Attorney game. So just overall, it's just much easier than either of the series. I guess the reason they did that is so that newcomers to either side of the series of crossover would be able to pick it up. It's not bad. The story is... the game was made by Level 5 primarily, so the story is standard Professor Layton fare, which isn't too different from an Ace Attorney game. But Ace Attorney focuses more on like characters that you meet for like a single case and then don't do anything later, and then overarching stories that span the entire trial. It's just the entire, like, all trials of the game. And Professor Layton is more of having like a single narrative with the same set of characters that evolves over time. So the trials are kind of like that. You deal with the same witnesses a lot, because they happen to be the people in the village that see different things. It is a breath of fresh air for the Ace Attorney series, at least. And regardless, it's a fun game. So I do want to finish that and probably do it on stream. I'm a good computer science man, so my brain is not tiny. You don't understand, man. My brain has deflated since college. All my knowledge has left because I realized I could store it on Google instead. And now I can just store my opinions and ideas on streams. Oh god, how did that happen? Net. I'm so glad that you guys are watching. Thanks for being here. Cause I would be just like, without you guys I'd just be playing tennis. I'm not even paying attention to the score, really. I'm just kind of playing. It's kind of amazing that I can have a discussion and play tennis at the same time. Playing tennis is just that ingrained into my brain. When I cater to everyone, everyone suffers. That's true. That's true. Sometimes it's way... Wow. The computer did just not even try to return that. He just ran to the net and said, okay, you win that one. But sometimes it's way better to appeal to a niche audience than like appeal to what you know and the niche audience that you have, because that's how you make like authentic content. That's how you like appeal to your strengths. That's how you attract an audience that likes the stuff you like, etc., etc. And that's how you be true to yourself. Heartfelt responses. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants. Why does it always seem like SpongeBob is evergreen? Like, people young and old know SpongeBob. I guess that's just because he's been around for so long. And those early episodes are some great stuff, even to this day. I read an article about why new SpongeBob doesn't really meet the quality of old SpongeBob, and that's because old SpongeBob, like, for the most part, focused on being stories about a semi-adult person. I'm actually losing this point, holy shit. It actually focused on having interesting stories about a semi-adult person who happened to be a sponge that lived under the sea. I mean, the first episode is literally him trying to find a job, and then another early episode is just him trying to get a driver's license. Just adult stuff. So it's relatable. I have interns as a comparison to how tiny my brain is. That's true. That's true. New hires and all that. It is crazy to... For the longest time at my company, I was the youngest person employed. And that was just the case for a really long time. Until recently, where we just hired just a batch of graduates and like just younger people. And that's just gonna keep happening until I get really super old and I'm like, wow, what happened? I'm like the oldest person at the company now. Getting old is weird. It's starting to get to the point where a single match does not give me enough EXP to level up. But that makes sense, I just did seniors in both. I guess we'll end it after this then. No, not speed, I want power. Mods always have to be here, it's what you pay me for. Nash, I pay you in favors and favors of other varieties. Don't let anybody know, it's our secret. Oh no! Nobody knows what Carlos is saying if I don't say it out loud. Carlos already knows. You won, Chris. You're a senior class player now. Congratulations. Wait, where do you come from? Aren't you watching the match? You beat the class champ and qualified for the senior class. I give you this champion medal, the symbol of a champion. Whoa, ha, ha. I accepted the medal. Go to the senior class courts and show that medal to a coach, then you can start playing right away. Uh-oh, anime sweat. Don't worry about me. Players who move up never drop back down. Oh, that's good. So you're not actually out of the senior class. That would suck if I just like knocked him down. If I go down, I'm taking you with me! Alright, so let me see what else is available to me now that I'm a senior citizen. I just could have sworn there was something here. Maybe later. Oh, I know. Now that I'm in the senior class, I can put on shoes. This whole time I've been playing tennis barefoot. It's been doing a real number on my tootsies. Step right up to the repair counter to exchange equipment. Step right up to the circus of values. Ah ha ha. Remember, Carlos, when we just played BioShock all the time and that would just be stuck in our head? What can I do you for? You need to play BioShock? Hey, I hear that a certain channel called Whiff Gaming, check them out on youtube.com/whiffgaming, is about to play BioShock soon. You should check it out. Normal racket, large racket, gives me more angle in my dangle. Or placement, less serve, less stroke, less spin. Huh. Maybe. Looks like I get more control. What else? Shoes? Oh, I can only put on shoes when I make varsity. Alright, I'll be barefoot another day. Carlos says he's not gonna watch Bioshock from Whiff Gaming. Oh, how dare you! It was a joke. Haha, it's funny joke. What story, Mark? What story? Nash says you forget, Carlos. I have feelings. See, Carlos? Nash is a person too. He's not just like Tommy Wiseau. I didn't just put a Tommy Wiseau emote in chat. Oh. Oh. It's getting kind of hard. Also, it's getting more difficult. The panels change now. I'm not exactly sure why I started training. I just kind of felt like doing it. I want to save the the seniors matches for the next time I stream. But yeah. This game is awesome, and it's cool, and it's a tennis RPG. I'm so happy that they made this game, and that it's in my life. Oh crap! Dang it. Feelings have been crushed long ago, Nash. Oh, that's sad. Nash is not a person. He's actually an android who's gone deviant. I mean, Maverick. I realize that the plot of Detroit Become Human is basically Mega Man X, isn't it? Just robots made for everyday life just go rogue and disobey their programming. Somebody has had to have made a crossover for that. Mark my words. It's had to have happened. If not, then I will make it happen. I will make the meme. Mega Man Deviant Hunter X. Reploid Become Human. What place does Mega Man X take place in? Is there like a name of the world? Or is it just like, you know, city? Dr. Light's laboratory. Well, actually, Dr. Light is dead in the X series. Long dead. I would like to read chat, but... Oh crap. I'm kinda busy doing this. Yay! Carlos is gonna open a beer and play Fallout 4. Oh no. Oh no. Nash wants nothing to do with that game. Nash says Mega Man fans have good just... He couldn't finish the sentence because it was that fun. We're sorry, Carlos. Hey, wait a minute. I like Mega Man. Oh no! That's okay. I already know I don't have good taste. I eat mustard and chicken sandwiches for dinner. My taste is very questionable. Let's, Oh! See, that racket I put on actually boosted my stats. So I'm free to, like, put it more into, like, power and whatnot. Let's get some spin going? Just to round her out a bit more. Give Kenjo a bit more, roundness. Mega Man fans are at fault for Mighty Number 9 being a thing. Oh, it's sad, but it's true. Hey, but Mighty Number 9 is at fault for making Mega Man 11 a thing. It is yet to be seen whether or not it's going to be a good thing, but it is a thing. So, Carlos, when are you coming over to do a dual stream of Mega Man 2? 3? Maybe 3, because as much as I like Mega Man 3, I just can't play through it on my own because of all that backtracking you have to do at the end to all those levels. It just gets tiring. 3 is hard, yes. Yeah, 11 remains to be seen what happens. I hope Capcom remembers how to make a Mega Man game, or else just all hope is lost. Honestly. Because if not Capcom, and also Capcom can't make a good Mega Man game, then that's it. It's gone. It's done. Mega Man's finished. Forever. Forever. Anyway, welcome back. I'm all worn out. Wanna go to sleep? In the same bed? Oh, there's 2 beds. No, they gotta sleep in the same bed, because the cat's taking up that one. So yeah, I hope that the levels in Mega Man 11 are designed in a way that all that extra stuff is actually not necessary, because that will be so cool if it's like, yeah, you can slow-mo through this tight platforming section, or you can just be good, you can just get good and do it without the slow-mo, and just feel really good about yourself because you like timed it perfectly like a classic NES game. That is what I'm hoping for. That is the kind of design that I hope Mega Man 11 has. But yeah, remains to be seen. So yeah, I hate to leave. I hate to end in the middle of a discussion about. Oh, chicken's tiny today. I hate to leave in the middle of a discussion about Mega Man, but it's time for me to go now. Bye. See you next time. I probably won't be streaming anymore this week. Got busy stuff coming up in the next few days. So see y'all next week with I don't know, maybe Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I've been itching to play a Metroidvania. Anyway, goodbye forever. Goodbye. Castlevania, let's do it. You guys are free to join me. Maybe do like a Discord call and like tell me everything to do. Alright, bye.